Hello, my name is Jay Glover and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about our College Apprentice project, which we at Ealing, Hammersmith and West London College have run for the past 4 years now. From day one of their programme, upward of 130 adult and higher education students in our business division are asked to undertake this 2-week project at the start of their programme. Our aim was to enable students to hit the ground running when they begin their course proper by undertaking this 2-week project, which would deliver for them and enable them to develop for themselves certain essential skills which we regarded as fundamental to their success, not just on their business programs but in their later careers.
This is the Apprentice portal from which students enter into the main site and its resources.
Our project is of course based on the successful BBC television programme called The Apprentice with Sir Alan Sugar, and in just the same way we set these teams of students a realistic business task. We may ask them to think of a new product or service in a given business sector and then to go away to research that and come back and give a presentation to a panel of staff and their fellow students at the end of the 2-week period. We have prizes, we have awards at the end, and all of this is designed, as I say, to embed certain essential skills in the early part of the students' programme. I've mentioned time management, I've mentioned team working. In addition, we teach students how to hold structured meetings. We teach them how to do realistic and accurate internet and other research, primary research and secondary research, all skills which will stand them in good stead when they begin their adult and higher education business programs such a short time later. Another really unique feature of our College Apprentice project is that so much of it is done by students online. There is a daily schedule which they can access to make sure that they're on track with the project.
This is the main navigation page for the project. This is the daily schedule of activities and tasks.
There's a whole set of documents and tasks which students need to download and complete and finally submit in a portfolio at the end of the project.
Here the students can view all the tasks and download all the documents they need to complete their portfolio. Here the students can access information about the sector they've been asked to study.
There is a link to the Staff Mentors page, and each group of 4 students has their own staff mentor to help them and guide them and support them through the project. This is not only face-to-face contact, this is done online and directly where appointments can be set up through Google Groups or by email.
Students click on the thumbnail of their mentor in order to make an appointment for help and guidance.
Well, this takes me to what is probably the most used and useful aspect of the College Apprentice site for the students. It's the direct access that they have to their online collaborative Google Groups. And again, in the groups they can discuss things with each other, they can upload and edit documents, they can download final documents for their portfolio, and generally regard it as a workspace, but a workspace which doesn't require them all to be present at any one time.
From this page, students have direct access to their password-protected Google group.
In future, everyone's going to have to get used to using more and more Web 2 technologies, and this is a really interesting introduction to students and to many of the staff in how Web 2 can assist in teaching and learning. Another successful aspect of the project was the fact that we offered to the students through the mentors very small, very portable notebook PCs. And this enabled the students to decide where they would work. They had wireless access, they could decide to work over a cup of coffee or find a quiet area. It was up to them, and this increased the flexibility with which they were able to work. We involve employers in the process of designing and judging the students' performance on the Apprentice project, and in the 2008-2009 version of the project an award was made by the Ministry of Defence for the most effective team on the AAT, the Association of Accounting Technicians full-time program. This is really good interface between employers and students who may well be potential employees of the organisations who come and join with us in the project. The success of an endeavour such as the College Apprentice project can only be judged by the results it achieves and by the feedback that we get from the participants. The feedback from students is extremely positive. We believe that they really enjoy getting stuck into business projects very early on in their programme. It has a social function where students integrate from day one. They have a nucleus and a core of friends who they meet, as I say, as soon as they begin their programme, and hopefully those few people will remain friends and colleagues for the duration of their course programmes. The feedback from staff is extremely positive. Students are able to hit the ground running when they begin their programmes. Staff can have confidence that all their students know how to give a business-like presentation, know how to do accurate research into a topic, know how to work together as a team, are able to collaborate and communicate with each other to achieve results jointly and through these processes. I've mentioned employer involvement. Feedback from the employers is also extremely positive, and the judges from the Ministry of Defence couldn't believe that within 10 days of meeting each other, our young adult students were delivering presentations of such a high quality and of such a professional standard. Although this College Apprentice project is designed mainly to be an online project in the sense that everything is available to the students online, each morning key members of staff meet with the students to give a presentation on one key aspect of these essential business skills. So members of staff will give presentations on how to hold team meetings, how to do effective internet research, how to avoid plagiarism when you are doing research and presenting your findings, how to build an effective portfolio of work, how to give a really confident business presentation. All of these are introduced by the members of staff, and the slides that they may use and the presentations themselves are available at the time and thereafter on the Apprentice online interface. So students can simply review the guidance that they've been given by the member of staff in the lecture theatre at their leisure, wherever they are, 24/7, as the expression goes. I truly believe that this approach to combining induction with the essential skills that students will need on their programme and in their later career is really something that can be taken forward and which is valued by all the participants. Everybody who has had a role to play, whether they be staff or employers or students themselves, I think have praised the College Apprentice project for the way in which it brings these students forward to a common platform of skills which they can then take forward into their courses.